Hello everyone, welcome back to Simple Money System. I am so glad to be back with y'all to share this amazing episode about stop battling financial burnout. And friends, let's be real. Money stress is exhausting. Whether it's that sinking feeling when bills pile up or the constant loop of I should be budgeting better, financial burnout is real and it's draining more than just your bank account. But what if the solution isn't to fight harder? What if instead you could stop battling and start feeling into your finances in a way that actually honors your energy, your emotions, and your life? So, in this episode, we are flipping the script on traditional budgeting. I'll introduce you to the holistic two-line budget, a radically simple, soul-aligned way to handle your money that doesn't require spreadsheets, guilt, or overwhelm, right? If you're tired of the grind and ready for a more intuitive, compassionate relationship with your finances, this one's for you. Let's talk about how you can stop surviving and start thriving with less effort and more intention. Friend, if you are constantly overwhelmed by money, juggling expenses, stressing about income, or feeling guilty every time you spend, you're not alone. Financial burnout is more than just numbers. It's emotional, mental, and even physical. The usual advice you hear: work harder, budget more, tighten up. But what if that's exactly what's keeping you stuck? So, in this episode, we're doing something different. I'll show you how to stop battling your burnout and instead feeling into it or listening to it. Okay? It's getting interesting here, and here's why. Because when you meet your money with compassion instead of control, you unlock clarity, calm, and confidence. Simple enough, right? I want you to learn the holistic two-line budget that is a simple, intuitive approach that shifts you from constant stress into sustainable flow. And this isn't just about fixing your finances. It's about healing your relationship with money, right? So if you're craving ease, alignment, and a way to move forward without burning out, you are in the right place. Welcome to the Simple Money Systems. This is the go-to podcast for exceptional women who are eager to pay off their debt and live a fearless, meaningful life with confidence and joy. Hi, Diana Gallas here. I am a mom to a special needs child, a caregiver to a loved one, and the host of this show for you, who is determined to break free from debt without sacrificing what you value most. Discover here simple money strategies to set you free from debt culture, money wasting, and ever-changing mode of currency and market volatility. If you're ready to say yes to a debt-free life and exchange everything that hasn't worked for a plan that will, results that are undeniable, like peace of mind, better sleep, improved mood, and more money in your pocket, this podcast is for you. Hug your bug or boo, roll up those sleeves, and get your life out of debt into your freedom lane with confidence. Are you feeling completely burnt out trying to do money right? You tried all the usual advice: cut the lattes, take the classes, use the apps, But instead of helping, it just made you feel more overwhelmed and miserable. Like somehow, if you are still struggling, it's your fault. And meanwhile, the tension with your spouse over budgeting is growing, and finding time to fix it all feels like just another thing on your already overloaded plate. Dear friend, if this is you, I see you. You're not lazy. You're not bad with money. You're just burned out. And the old way of doing things isn't working for you. That's why I created the Debt Free Budgeting 6-week program for exceptional moms like you who are juggling everything and need a budgeting method that actually fits real life with your family needs and priorities of what is important to you. This isn't another rigid system. It's a simple, soul-centered approach that helps you get on the same page with your spouse, manage your money with ease, and finally start saving and building wealth. And the best part, it only takes 30 minutes a week, per week. That's it. You don't need more time. You need a better way. So, if you're ready to stop the cycle of guilt and burnout and start feeling confident and in control, head to my website, dianagalas.com. It's dianagalas.com. And apply now for the program. Let's finally create the financial peace you've been craving so much. And friend, let me share a story that I know will resonate with you because it's my story. I used to feel like an ant trying to scale the tallest skyscraper, my tiny legs carrying an impossible load. And it was like everything was stacked against me. And no matter how hard I tried to push through, the weight of it all just kept getting heavier. And as a mom of a child with special needs, I carried more than just the everyday stresses of life. I had the weight of constant worry, fear, and money. That ever present giant loomed over my family. And there were nights when I couldn't sleep, the bills piling up next to me like an insurmountable mountain. I would hold my breath, pretending I wasn't drowning, pretending I wasn't terrified. And it felt like I was running in circles, just trying to keep up. Between doctor's appointments, therapy sessions, and the endless list of responsibilities, I felt as though I couldn't catch my breath. And no one knew. I couldn't bear to bring it up because I felt like I was failing, not just as a mom, but as a wife, a friend, and a woman. So the one day, in a conversation with other parents who were also juggling their families and businesses, something clicked. I realized that I wasn't alone and I wasn't the only one struggling to keep it all together. And as we shared stories, I found a spark of hope. Maybe, just maybe, there was a way out of this cycle. It wasn't some magical solution. It was a tiny yet powerful shift. A decision to stop fighting the stress and start meeting it with compassion. So, what did I do? I took a step back and, using the skills I had as an accountant, I created something that didn't feel like another burden. I was able to craft a two-line budgeting system, simple, clear, and doable in the middle of the chaos. And it didn't require hours of time or more emotional energy. It fit me, my life, my rhythm, and my reality. And friends, it began to change everything. And in the weeks that followed, I felt the weight lifting off my shoulders bit by bit. The mountain of bills didn't seem so towering anymore. I felt like I could finally breathe again. And it wasn't about perfection, it was about progress. Friend, each small success, each decision made with intention, brought me closer to feeling like I was actually in control. No more drowning, no more endless cycling. And instead, I started walking with confidence, one small step at a time. The first thing I did, it was I stopped fighting my bills, my always seemingly low paycheck, my grocery shopping, and I started to look at my money differently. Actually, I embraced my cash inflow with gratitude and thankful heart because it is my portion and that is enough. So I discovered an art of how to enjoy my money, and when paying my bills, I also discovered ways of how to relate with what I was paying for. Is it me? Does it fit my income, my lifestyle? Because whatever your cash inflow is, this is your lifestyle, right? And when you align it with, you will feel at peace, satisfied, and enough. You will then feel into your financial situation with compassion and gratitude, right? So, friend, that's your starting point. And there is always the opportunity to increase your horizons for financial security, stability, wealth. So, as my relationship with money transformed, so did everything else. My husband and I began to communicate more openly, not just about our finances, but about everything. We became a team again. I shared my journey with my kids, letting them in on the lessons I was learning. Not just about budgeting, but about perseverance, patience, and hope. It wasn't just about surviving anymore. It was about thriving. And as for me, I realized that I wasn't just an accountant, a mom, or a wife. I was a woman who had the power to shape her life, who had the courage to look at your struggles and turn them into victories. And friends, I became a debt free, purposeful mom, not just surviving, but thriving. So, friend, if you ever feel like you're carrying the weight of the world, like you're drowning in the constant battle to make ends meet, I want you to know this. You're not alone. You don't have to carry this burden alone. You can change the course of your life, just like I did. You are stronger than you think, and it's time to stop fighting against the overwhelm and start working with it. Just take that first step, even if it's tiny. You can transform your struggles into triumphs and build the future you've always dreamed of. Just breathe, step by step, you'll get there. Let's dive into this in a way that feels easy to understand and real. When you're dealing with financial burnout, it often feels like you're stuck in a never ending battle. And of course, you'll get usual advice like cut back here, save there, track every penny, and all of it just adds more pressure. And you're probably thinking, I'm already overwhelmed. Why would adding another task or a million spreadsheets help me? Here's the thing, fighting your financial stress only keeps you stuck. When you're constantly battling, it's like you're fighting against your own energy, your own resources, and your own reality. You're pushing yourself harder, yet the stress keeps growing. And you feel like you're not making progress. It's exhausting. Does it sound familiar? So, what if you could stop fighting? What if instead of clenching your fists and grinding harder, you could just feel into the reality of your finances? What if you could move through it with clarity and ease instead of struggle and burnout? This is where the holistic two-line budget comes in. It's a simple, intuitive approach to managing your money without guilt, overwhelm, or burnout. And friends, here's why you should give it a try. Number one, it's compassionate, not rigid. Instead of following a strict one-size-fits-all budget, the holistic two-line budget allows you to work with your current situation. You're not just trying to cut costs or save at all costs. You are designing a budget that fits your lifestyle, your values, and your energy. Number two, it aligns with your life. Instead of feeling like you're constantly losing by not reaching the ideal financial goals, you start focusing on what you do have and what works for your family. It's not about perfection, it's about progress in alignment with where you actually are. Number three, it eases the overwhelm. By breaking things down into just two lines, one for your monthly expenses that you pay once a month, and the other one for all your other daily purchases and transactions. You get rid of the overwhelming lists and complicated systems. It's a gentle, minimalist approach that takes a load off your shoulders instead of adding more stress. Number four, it encourages real conversations. One of the biggest stressors in financial burnout is feeling like you have to handle everything on your own. But with a holistic approach, you are creating a plan that allows you to communicate openly with your spouse, your partner, or your family. No more pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about building a shared vision for your financial future. Number five, it brings you back to the present. Instead of constantly thinking about the next bill or the next debt, this system helps you tune into your present situation and find peace in the here and now. You'll stop feeling like you're just surviving the financial chaos and start feeling empowered by it. So, the holistic two-line budget is about working with your finances, not against them. It's about feeling into the process rather than fighting it. By simplifying and aligning with your real life needs, you can get out of the constant battle, reduce burnout, and create a budgeting plan that feels supportive and sustainable. Financial peace is possible, and it starts with making small, aligned steps rather than battling every financial obstacle that comes your way. Friend, it's time to stop fighting and start feeling into your finances. And it doesn't have to be as hard as it seems. All right, let me ask you something. Are you still battling your money giant? Does it feel like this giant is consuming every corner of your life, creeping into your relationships, your dreams, your peace of mind? I see you and I feel you. And that weight, it's real. But here's the thing, I want you to face that giant head on. Look straight at it. It's time to stop running from it or pretending it's not there. Because guess what? There is nothing that can't be solved. When I implemented the holistic two-line budget in my own life, it didn't just change my finances, it changed everything. It gave me the power to take back control, not just of my money, but of my time, my relationships, and even my energy. I stopped feeling like I was treading water and started swimming forward. And I want that for you too. So here's your action plan. Number one, get clear on what's important to you. Take a moment to pause and really think, what's actually important in your life right now? Not what you think you should be doing. What brings you joy? What do you want to prioritize? Whether it's your family, your health, or your dreams, identify what truly matters most to you. Number two, define your focus. Now that you know what's important, ask yourself, why is this your main focus? The why is everything. When you understand why something matters, it becomes easier to prioritize and stay committed. Your why fuels your focus, and it makes it so much easier to say no to distractions and yes to what truly aligns with your values. Number three, align your finances with your life. And here we move into the holistic two-line budget. Make sure that your spending aligns with your values and priorities. Identify your needs or what keeps you grounded, like your essential bills, health, etc. And then your wants, what bring you joy and drive your dreams forward. And again, I want to remind you, my dear friends, that wants are as important as your needs. We need to be able to include our wants in our finances, in our budgeting, right? So you're not just tracking dollars, you're feeding into your present needs and wants, and also you are investing into your future goals and dreams. Number four, identify your driver. Here's another game changer. Friend, what motivates you to rise every morning? What's your driver? Maybe it's your kids. Maybe it's your special needs child. Maybe it's creating a life of freedom. Maybe it's building a legacy for your family. And for me, my huge driver is my special needs son, Dave. He is my inspiration, my driver, my fire, my wind under my wings. And because of his smile, I am able to move forward and thrive through all the obstacles, whatever life brings my way. Find that core motivation that gets you excited about the day ahead. When you know your driver, it will become your inner compass, helping you stay focused, energized, and determined, even on the tough days. Number 5, pick just one small thing you can do today to begin this progress. It could be as simple as sitting down to write out your priorities, or as big as having that tough conversation with your partner about your financial goals. The key is to take that first step, because action breeds momentum. Once you take that first step, the rest will start to unfold. And listen, I get it. It's not easy, but you've got the tools now. Take a deep breath and look at your financial giant. You can tackle it. With a holistic 2-line budget, you're not just budgeting your money, you're budgeting your life, your time, and your energy. And I just love this expression that you also budget your time. And most importantly, you're taking your power back. Are you ready? Let's go face that giant. And before you go, friend, if this episode gave you a breath of fresh air, a new perspective, or even just one aha moment, can you do me a quick favor? Please head over to Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star written review for the Simple Money Systems podcast. Why? Because when you do, you are helping more exceptional women just like you find this space. A place where we'll lift the weight of financial burnout and replace it with simplicity, clarity, and peace. This isn't just a money podcast. It's a movement to help women manage their money in a way that feels aligned, doable, and rooted in purpose. So let's spread the word. Your review is powerful, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning into the Simple Money Systems podcast. I hope you found this episode insightful, and I truly believe that a mom like you can be an inspiration to many others just by simply sharing this podcast and leaving a path of precious gems for those moms who are yet to find them. So together, we can create a community of exceptional moms who stand behind each other. Would you share it with other ladies so they can also find a way to a purposeful, debt-free life? Your precious gem is yet to shine. Get it out and share your light with others. Take a good care of yourself, and I meet you right back here at the Simple Money Systems, where your financial freedom journey begins.